The drama continues with the Cavs. About 2 weeks ago, Kyrie Irving reportedly asked for a trade. Yesterday, Chauncey Billups, who removed his name from consideration to become the Cavs' president of basketball operations earlier this month, said he was not surprised by the trade request, but he did question Kyrie's decision. Take a listen.
If it's all about winning, I mean, man, you got a chance to win every single year, man. Every single year you got a chance to win. And not only that, you get in the ball school. You getting everything you want. You get all the shots you want. You're playing for a great coach who's letting you go to work. Games on the line. They coming to you. You're playing on TV every week. To me, I don't get it. I just don't get it, but everybody has their own desires. I mean, he's won a championship already. Maybe he's saying, you know what? Yeah, I won a championship. I did this. I did that. Maybe he wants to be Russell Westbrook, man, and go try to win MVP and get all the shots. And that's the only thing that I can – it's the only sense that I can make of it. And to me, that doesn't make sense.
We're joined by former NBA champ Eddie House. Welcome back, Eddie.
Good morning.
Good morning. Eddie, do you get why Kyrie wants to leave?
The more I look at this, the more it's a head scratcher. It's like, what is this? What is he thinking? And I'm with Chauncey. He has everything laid out. I dove into some stats. Now I call it BLJ before LeBron James and ALJ after LeBron James. So before LeBron James,
I like them initials.
Eddie's got numbers. Listen, before that, he got 16 shots, averaged 20 points. Right. His team was tied for the second worst, 78 and 152. That's what just him. Right. So now ALJ, here comes LeBron James. Right. He gets more shots. He averages more points. Been to 3 straight finals. He's playing with a superstar who will defer, who doesn't mind deferring to him, who's unselfish. And it's hard to find a lot of superstars like that. We could say Steph Curry is one. You know, so when you get a superstar and a guy that's willing to take a back seat in certain situations, you should embrace that. Now, you're going to go somewhere where you're probably not going to have a chance to win because you're probably going to go to 4 straight finals if you stay with Cleveland. And then how much do you trust Dan Gilbert to put you in the right situation? He's already said, here's the keys to the car. Oh, no, let me get him back. Here comes LeBron. You get in the back seat and ride in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what he asked him to do.
So now, how can you trust him to put you somewhere where you want to be? You name these 4 teams. I don't trust Dan Gilbert at all, and I don't know why he would. So BLJ, we seen what happens there. ALJ is just, come on, man. At the end of the day, Kyrie, it should be about winning. But again, if it's not and it's wanting just to be the man, I believe the proof is in the pudding. He's not going to win by himself.
It should be ALJ and Kevin Love, right?
Stop it.
Well, you got to throw Kevin Love in there.
Stop it.
What do you mean? You're the one who said you wouldn't trade him straight up for Carmelo.
Okay, so let's do that. Since Kevin Love was there the last 3 years, when LeBron didn't play, without LeBron, they're 4-13. With LeBron, they're 132 and 51. And I don't like really going to numbers, but I had the number crunch today. So this was a number crunch topic. So there you go. It's all right there.
I'll let Shannon go.
The thing is for me, and like I said, Ed, I don't know if you heard, but everything that Chauncey was saying, I said on Monday. This is not speaking behind Chauncey. This is not okay piling on. But I was saying I believe that because he has a championship and he saw the love and the adoration that was heaped on Russell Westbrook, even though they didn't win as much if Kyrie won, even though he has no chance of winning a championship, he's like, this dude got an MVP. They're praising him. And I'm going to give Kyrie some credit here, Skip. He knows now if he gets traded, that max contract is off the table. He's not getting that $200 million deal. And he says, I'm willing to forego that because I want to run my own show.
That is correct.
I'm a type of guy, Skip, if you go, if let's just say you go into the beach, and I want to go to the beach, but I ain't got no ride. And you say, Shannon, the only way you can go to the beach with me, you got to ride in the trunk. Pop the trunk. Because I'm going where you want to go.
You don't like the beach.
I don't like it, but I'm saying if I want to go to the beach, I'm just saying. You know, Skip, back in the day, we used to have to go to the movies. Well, we only had, X amount of seats.
So you'd ride in the trunk to go to the movies.
Because that's where I wanted to be. Now, if you want to win titles, you can be second in command. Everybody wanted to be the 4-star general, but you had to be a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. You got to move up the ranks. Colin Powell, Schwarzkopf, Ivan Howard. I don't need to go in all those guys.
Yeah.
But all Kyrie has to do, Kyrie would rather be a man in a pond than a 20-foot mako or a great white in the ocean. Because that whole big orca, That ultimate killing machine, that big giant predator in the ocean. Ain't nobody better than him. He an orca. One LeBron James.
Wait, the same Orca who got blown off the court by a record finals margin by the Spurs in 5 games? Did he swallow the Spurs whole? How did that happen?
Hey, hold on. He took him down the year before. Took him down.
Orca doesn't need any teammates. It's just Orca.
Hold on. What about
Does Orca
Jordan?
have a team?
Hold on. Did Steve Kerr hit a jumper?
Huh?
That won the game.
We're talking about the Orca. We're not talking about Michael Jordan.
And we're talking about the great white that can ride next to him. But see, when you get out of line, the Orca eat a great white. In case you didn't know, Skip.
Okay. Wait, Orca is a great white?
Orca.
Will the Orca eat the great white?
Yeah,
or
they
sing
turn him
about
up.
it on Instagram?
If you don't notice it, they'll put the great white on his back, flip him on his back, and eat him.
I think the Grizzly would beat the Orca.
The Grizzly
beat an Orca. That's a hard one.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
but Skip,
you got to go deep.
All I'm saying is this, Skip.
Animal
Look,
comparisons.
I don't want anybody to think I'm begrudging Kyrie because he wants to leave. If that's what he chooses, so be it. You want to go it alone. You want to be your own man. You want to be the king of your castle. I got no problem with that. But it's never gonna be this good ever again. This man makes it so easy for you. He will defer to you, as Eddie said. He'll defer in the second half. And only Boogie Cousins and Anthony Davis took more shots than you last year, and both of those guys missed the playoffs. So if you want shots, you want adoration as being a one-man band, hey, John Lennon, he got tired of the Beatles. I mean, he wasn't doing it, Mr. White. What was that song? What's the album, Mr. White, or whatever song that big album that somebody just sold for like $300,000.
The White Album?
No, the Beatles, their famous album, the one that Mark David Chapman, he got signed.
Oh, I don't know
that night, but it sold for like $300,000.
That's why when you said Dakota a little while ago, I winced.
The Dakota, the hotel, but that's the thing though, Skip. He doesn't want to be Paul McCartney. Paul had it good. He didn't want John Lennon to go. But
I think they both wanted to go.
No, they didn't. They was making beautiful music, Skip. Don't you love the Beatles? I don't know anything they sang.
Best band ever. Period. End of story. And by the way, I would ride in the trunk to see Dunkirk for a second time. That's how good that was. So
you ain't never rode in the trunk.
I would. I'm just saying I would ride in the trunk to see Dunkirk.
Not ride in the trunk. No. What happens if you get in an accident? It's very dangerous.
Well, all right, we cross that bridge when we get there.
My man Eddie House said he's scratching his head. Obviously, Chauncey is scratching his. And I'm not scratching mine at all because I have been enlightened by Kyrie Irving. It's very simple. He was never happy playing with LeBron James, on the court or off the court. Just didn't like it, had to defer to him from the start, had to sacrifice, had to make it work. I get it that they had about even number of shots, but what happened down the stretch of Game 3, it still sticks in Kyrie's craw that LeBron took over a game that a deal they should have closed. They're up 4 points with a minute and a half left. In the last 4 possessions of the game, Kyrie did get 1, but LeBron took 3 turns with the basketball. And Kyrie just didn't love it because he didn't love what happened to the basketball team down the stretch when they were a 500 basketball team for the last 46 regular season games. And Kyrie sees the thing is teetering and about to fracture at its foundation going forward into next year. And he doesn't, this is what's ironic. Everybody thinks, oh, Kyrie's worried that LeBron's going to leave after a year. No, he's not. He's worried that LeBron's going to stay. He doesn't want any part of LeBron because LeBron's difficult to deal with on a daily, ongoing basis. He can be a drama queen. He's a distraction a day on Instagram.
What was Michael Jordan doing punching people in the face?
Was he difficult? About LeBron James right now and Kyrie. Kyrie's not choosing to leave Michael Jordan, though he might. But I can't believe that Kyrie is not being applauded because he's just saying, I did it for 3 years. And I did it against my will because, as you point out, he signed on the dotted line for 5 years thinking he was going to be the man in Cleveland. And you can say, yeah, but look at what was happening. Well, he was 19, 20, and 21 years of age in those lean years. And with those draft picks that they got, they took Dion Waiters, who immediately clashed with Kyrie because he wanted to be the man. So that didn't help at all because they were do not invite him. And then in the all-time worst NBA draft, and certainly you could argue one of the worst all-time draft picks, Anthony Bennett, that's not going to help what's basically an expansion team. So I don't want to hear it because if you bring LeBron and Kevin Love with Kyrie and he's starting to become a man, you're going to have something in the Eastern Conference.
That's on the front office, though.
Okay.
That's on the front office.
All right,
also,
fine.
you like to nitpick on Kyrie and on LeBron and what he did in the last 3 minutes. What about Kyrie and his bad transition defense? Not pointing out, not stopping the basketball.
Okay,
what about when Steph went to work on LeBron? Kyrie's walking all the way out to half court to guard Draymond at half court instead of shrinking the floor, being at the elbow, so there is no left-hand drive. What about the 0 for 7 on threes? I mean, if you
he was out of the
in
offense.
that same game.
That was LeBron's game.
How you out of the offense? You took 7 threes.
Okay, well, he didn't have any rhythm at the end of the game because the last 4 possessions.
He had no rhythm
at the beginning of the game. He was 0 for 7.
So he did not like the fact that he wasn't allowed to close the basketball game. That's what he thought his role was.
Well, he was 0 for 7.
LeBron James needs a closer. Who knew?
When he's
but
hitting,
he did.
when he's hitting,
Okay.
they're going to.
Who hit the shot that won Game 7 the previous year?
He did, and he hit the shot against the Warriors on Christmas.
Who blocked the shot?
So why would you be, oh, stop it. J.R. Smith did.
No, he didn't.
Stopped it. Yeah, it was a tandem.
Don't do that, Skip.
Well, you know what?
That's
I
so
know.
unbecoming.
Good hustle.
You guys should applaud the fact that this kid at 25 is saying, I want to go it alone. And I'll put the Knicks on my list. I'll go be the face of the Knicks because I think I can lead a team to a championship at whatever he is, 6'2" or 6'3". And this is a guy I don't bet against. So why begrudge him wanting the opportunity?
Nobody's begrudging him.
Yeah,
Skip.
you are.
No, why?
But Chauncey, is he saying, why would you leave this situation? He
great-
doesn't like it.
The great Pat Riley said this one time. The grass ain't always greener on the other side. It's not always greener. You think it's gonna get better? You're running to death at practice. You think it's gonna get any better at this other team? I thought it would. I went to the Clippers and found out we didn't have no food before practice. We had no food after practice. We practiced at a junior college. We putting clean clothes on the phone people. We couldn't even take a shower.
Yeah.
How about that? The grass ain't green on the other side. I'm trying to tell you.
Skip.
They didn't have showers.
Come on, he was riding in the trunk. You don't know about riding in the trunk.
How the Cowboys totally mishandled the Lucky Whitehead situation. Greg Jennings joins the debate next.
And I won't